Okay, this spell is basically, it's quite potent. I'm leaning on obsession, stroke, domination spell. So I have a petition here, and I also have the photographs of the two people here. You're going to need a jar, so I have a cleaned out jar. Now, let me just pop that to the side. I have already called on Santissima Morte. For anyone that is doing this at home, you know, use your will if you don't want to call on a spirit. Santissima Morte, I believe you need a relationship, to be honest. Don't go approaching her without building up some sort of relationship with her, because, in my opinion, that's not how things work. So you really do, in my opinion, like I said, my opinion, everyone will differ, I'm sure. You really need to have that, suss her out first. Okay. Now, where will I start? Yeah, I'm going to pop some bits and pieces on these photographs and place them face to face. So, I'm going to start with a road opener oil, because obviously we have blockages if the two people are not together. So, it's a good place to start is opening the roads. So, that's where I want to start. And then I'm going to put in some obsession on his, not on hers, because she's the client. Increase attraction on hers. The thing is, though, we're looking more at attraction to her personality, because I think he's physically attracted to her. You, the client, you know this. We're getting a step further, if you know what I mean. We want to move things from, even though this is going to be a very, I'm going to do a red honey jar, and these are very good for lust. Number one, lust, obsession. He's very attracted to her, but we want to get it, like I said, moved on. So, and this is a think of me oil. Putting that on both because we want them both on the same page. Okay, so a little bit of cinnamon and ginger, that's mixed in this one container, so I'll probably make a mess here. And what I'm going to do is just place them face to face. Actually, I put a bit of sugar in there, and I'm going to make a mess. I know I am. Sweeten up. You don't need a lot, just a tiny bit. Sweeten up their relationship. Just 1 second, I don't want to show pictures, that's the last thing I want to do. And then we're going to fold towards us. Okay. And just up the way towards us, always folding inwards, drawing it in. And I'm going to pop a little ribbon on the basically I'm binding you in love. You only have eyes for each other. No one will come between you. He thinks about the client constantly. He dreams of her. It is done. Got that, okay? So what I'm going to do is pop that in the jar along with a little petition. Whoops. And I'm going to put some of this. Now, I pre-make this stuff. If I was to tell you what's in it, it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff in here. It is a red syrup, and it's a cherry. It is very, very sweet. It's sweeter than honey. It's sweeter than syrup. It's just very sweet. And I put bits and pieces in that. Ground down cinnamon. Ground down, what else? Cinnamon, Damayana, rose petals. There's a whole list of stuff in this. I'm not going to fill it to the very top because I always like a layer of something or other. So I'll put as much in as I can. And it is nice and fluid. Sometimes honey jars, they can be slow to move. So that's why I like using this, because it flows more freely. And that's a good thing. I'm putting in some pheromones. Again, that's just to keep their interest in each other. A little bit of those oils again. I know you're not really supposed to, well, I don't know. I mean, I never really put sugar in these jars, but I'm going to top the whole top of this. Top the whole top. What sort of grammar is that? I'm going to put some sugar in there. Anyway, this powder is powder that is basically to get someone, that powder is an obsession powder, is to get someone to constantly think of you. Some catnip, excellent for attraction. Motherwort. Use whatever you have at hand. You know, you don't have to run out and buy everything. Just use what you have at hand. That's, you know, that's the best thing. I'm also going to pop a little bit more road opener, powdered road opener this time, because it's to get the blockages away, you know. There we go. I'll keep that because I'm going to need that. Okay, I'm going to pop some sugar in there. It probably will crystallize, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it will actually on this occasion. It's not as thick as honey, so I just want it to be so sweet. You know, this is taking sweetness to a whole new level. Let me have a look. Okay. And then I am going to pop some, where are we? Powdered down rose petals. Okay. Now I'm going to leave it there. And I will be burning little candles on this. And I will show you the candle on it in a moment. The candle plays a big part in this. Now, I'm just going to shake it once. I don't shake these jars, because to me that's upsetting things when you start shaking them around. So that turned out quite well. I'm going to pop that to the side. Dantalion. That is the seal of Dantalion. I will read for anyone that doesn't know Dantalion's office. Dantalion's colour is green. Incense, sandalwood, metal, copper, planet Venus, and element is water. The N is Avage, Air, Dantalion on Sa. Original purpose: teaches all arts and sciences and has the ability to show you the thoughts of others and to sway the thoughts of others, and can cause love. So that is the reason why we're working with Dantalion. Client also chose Dantalion, so this is S. Conley's Demonology Goetia for anyone that's interested. I always reference this book. Author's notes: helps one relate with others on a you know, like an emotional level, teaches emotional intelligence, and heightens empathy for others. So the manipulation of thoughts is the reason why I chose Dantalion. Now, I've got this tiny candle. You probably can't see the detail on it, but this is a lover's candle, and it's a couple intertwined. Okay, so it's pink, and it basically just shows a couple that are, I don't know if you can see that, a couple that are, you know, a naked couple together, you know, in each other's company. And I understand that the couple in question, the client and the target, I understand they have a physical relationship, but this is a unification of happiness and enjoyment and everything that, you know, you look for in a relationship. So that is why I like using these little candles, and they're a perfect little size to go on top of said jar. So give me one moment. I'm looking at a piece of paper because I hate all the powders that when I'm dressing these candles, there's always a lot of powder. So I'm going to rub in some road opener yet again. So important. I'm pulling it down towards me. I can do it whatever way, you know. And I've engraved the bottom with their details. Obsession. And I've said, and I put in the petition that he is the one to be obsessed, not her. And then this is communication. We just want one person, because in spell work it is so easy to become engrossed in the results, and it's so important not to get too focused on the end result, because you'll end up driving yourself batshit crazy. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle a few bits and pieces on it. Or is it? Again, root opener. Don't go too heavy on powders and stuff and oils. Sometimes it can be hard to, like, says me, it's going to cover it in powders. Okay. Not sticking to it too well. Okay, I'm going to pop a little bit of sugar as well, just a little bit, because again, I want to make sure, sorry for the noise, I want to make sure it burns. Okay. So you can give Dantalion an offering, whatever, you know, alcoholic goods, whatever you have. And also you can write on the back of Dantalion's seal what, you know, what you want to happen, etc. And it's important, sorry, there's cinnamon in my eye. It's important that you, hold on a second, it's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. When everything comes to pass, always remember the spirit, okay? Always remember the spirit that you work with, and give that spirit, so it's going to be on top like so, give that spirit a little thank you with regards to helping you. You can give them anything at all, you know, whatever, you know, chocolate, sweets, food, alcohol, jewelry, whatever, you know. Artwork is another thing, you know. Artwork is actually really, really good, and they really like artwork. So I'm just going to pop the seal, and I'll be lighting that candle later, and that will get him thinking about her. Now, if you get this work done, please, 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 please do not always contact your target. It is important, I mean very important, to put a bit of distance between the two of you. keep the distance there because you're keeping the interest. You know what I mean? Don't blow up the phone. Don't do this. Don't do that, please, because you're jeopardizing the whole process. So it's important that you really do keep a distance, and don't get obsessed with what the person's doing on social media. I don't like to repeat myself, so I'm really sorry to the client I keep saying this, but I think it's really important that you put a bit of distance between you and him, because I think at the end of the day, like I said, you know, putting the distance there, it keeps him thinking about you. You know, if you're always asking him about this, that, and the other, he will lose interest and he will start avoiding you. And, you know, so when you go to the extremes of getting these spells done, you know, just follow the rules. Well, not rules, but follow my advice, because I'm giving you the advice straight from my heart, you know, and I really, really mean well. I know it's hard when you're involved with someone and your heart's breaking, you see him with other people and all the rest. But, you know, you had to understand this is only temporary. And if you do everything that I tell you to do, you will reap the benefits of it. So, you know, it's important to do that. I'll be putting this spell on Etsy. I'll put it under a Domination work. I use Domination oils as well. I should say that on excuse me, on his picture. I don't know if I said that. I did use a Domination oil there. I make these oils myself. Some of them don't have any official names, but I just know what's in them, if you know what I mean. So, but like I said, I've petitioned Santisima Morte as well as Dantalion to really help with the process. You know, push it far along. You know, really, really, really help speed the results. Okay, okay, so I believe that the reason why things are the way they are is because I've got the child card, and I think in his mind, I think he's running around pretending he's the young guy, and he doesn't realize he's actually getting a little bit older and he should be maturing. But I also think this card is indicating that the reason why he hasn't committed the ring, I think it's because like I said, there's always double meanings to things, so I'm swaying towards that. I think it's because, like I said, I really, 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 I'm trying to be careful with what I'm saying, because I don't want to be, I don't want you to be thinking I'm being hurtful, but I think it is your availability is the problem. You really, really need to pull back off him, because he'll think more of you if you pull back from him. And I think that's the reason why things haven't committed and moved forward, is because of that. And that's why things decide to an abrupt stop. So I really, really think, you know, that needs to be taken into consideration. Also, yeah, I think there'll be more communication from him. I think the two of you will meet up again, and it will be a pleasant meeting. But in order to knock this uphill struggle on the head, you know, I really, really think you need to put a bit of space between you and him. you know, you don't contact him or you don't be available to him all the time, and he's going to wonder why, you know, and you'll have his attention and you can build on that. Do you know what I mean? That is when you build on, you know, once you get his attention, then, you know, spells, put on a few spells at that time. That will really, really help. Psychology, magic, they work hand in hand. So it's important just to say that. And I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I think I would be doing a disservice if I didn't mention what I feel, you know. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think he has some regrets. I think I've said this to you before. I think once he says things to you, I think he instantly regrets them, or down the line, a tiny little bit, he regrets saying what he said. There's a woman in question. I have a feeling there's something going on with that woman to do with money. And just wondering, has she a child? Because I have a feeling that she may be using him. But yeah, there's finances linked to a child, or it could be just immaturity around money. But there's a concern about finances and a child, or finances and... It's just a concern about money. I'm not sure if it's him or if it's her, but it's there. I have a feeling it's her, you know. And I think there's a gossip issue around her. I also think that he's gonna make a decision, I think, regarding this woman very soon. I also think this may not sound, like I say, sometimes this doesn't resonate now, but I think it may resonate down the road. Something to do with him and his property, or where he's living at. There's problems with that. His residence, or something, you know, something to do with a home. And I think he wants to become settled in life. And I have a feeling that that's the reason why he hasn't settled with anyone, is to do with some sort of something that not being stable to do with his home life. But I think there's a big upheaval, if that makes sense, coming very soon. Let's have a look at these. Do a bit of cross-referencing from these. Okay. Oh, I'll read that card saying it's pushing itself out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more for clarity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So I think with regards to the whole issue, you have a lot of anxiety. I think this card came up before. And then I've got the thinking woman, and I don't think this is you. I think this is the female that you asked me about. And I would think she is going to pull the rug on that relationship. The card of indecision makes me think she's not sure about him. So I have a feeling that she is the one that will end things. And I've got man holding a coin. So again, that tells me, I think it could be him actually that's having the problems with money. However, he has a strategy, or that could be for you to put something into place. I say, when you're doing spells, like I said earlier, it's important to calm the mind. So, maybe you should put things into perspective and really, really, really slow down with regards to him. By not contacting him or reaching out to him or whatever, or turning him down for the odd date, that's not you giving up on him or, putting him, how can you put it? That's not you pushing him away. That is you basically saying, you can't just, pick me up with the drop of a hat. So it's important for you to build yourself up strong, really strong, because, he's going to start really admiring that and he will become attracted to that. I've seen this so many times before. So please take my advice. Please build yourself up strong. Don't always be available for him. By all means meet him, but if he calls, don't take the call every single time, make him wonder, make him wait, and then I've got patience. So it's basically telling me you really, really need patience, and things will happen in the fullness of time. And then I have healer of the ages, angel of love, a man holding a heart. So I do believe it's within reach. Everything you want is within reach. You just really, really, really need, I think, to calm and quieten the mind, and not be always available to take calls and stuff. You really need to put a bit of distance between the two of you. And I've said this before. So I'm asking, will him and, let me just get a better grip of this. Will him and the woman break up? I'm saying her name into myself. So I'm getting a yes on that. A nice yes. I can't give you a timeline, to be honest with you, because I don't want you thinking, counting down the days or anything to it. I can't give you a timeline, but will she end the relationship? Yeah, I think she's going to end the relationship. I'm asking, will he come back to you? Yeah, come back to you. Well, for you to get where you want to be, like I said, it really does involve pulling back. So, anyway, so I'll be alternating these little candles. So I have this one, and I'll be burning a purple one to influence him. I may do a purple skull with his name on it. just to push it a bit harder. So yeah, it's a bit of a domination working. So come to me, oil on target's picture. I'm thinking about what I used prior to the video because I did use a few oils. Come to me, road opener, obsession, stay with me oil. You know, if you don't have those, just go with whatever you have. Bend over oil on him, and domination on him. So that sort of thing. And if you could use powders, whatever, it doesn't have to be oils, it can be powders. And I'll be working this probably for, I don't know, quite a while. And I'll leave it to burn for a little while over here on my working altar, and then it'll go to the Holy Death's place for some more candle burning, and then it will go into the ground. So it'll go, these, I have a box of jars and they have to go into the ground, and I'm dreading it because we have really bad frost here at the moment. It's awkward. I usually get my partner to dig the holes. We have a lot of land and the stuff will never be discovered, so it's safe. So yeah, I'm going to be putting this on my Etsy store, but the thing with Etsy is I don't provide videos. It'll be a photograph. I do provide videos for the cord cutting. You need a video for that, to be honest with you. But it's just pictures, and fees are reduced, so that's why. Fees are reduced because I don't do the reading. Sometimes I pull a few cards and take a picture of it, but that's why fees are a lot reduced. And there's a 20% sale over there at the moment. And I'm going to be putting more items. I'll be probably putting some of these dressed already in powders for sale very, very soon in the new year. Sorry, this has been a long-winded video. If you're waiting for a video, please know I'll be in touch very, very soon. So thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. Please like, share, subscribe if you want. And I'll speak to you all very, very soon.